first thing, I get the toes in, boys. So just get them more slightly in so that they're pointing to where the tailbone would hit the floor. And that's kind of where you want to have that when you're doing slow looks out, just so that's targeting the mass correctly. Because if you point them out on purpose, notice how the mass is now just aimed to the leg. And you want it hitting the center. That not only directs the mass correctly, that will protect your center correctly. If you lift your leg, Mark, just lift your leg up, right? Notice how naturally it wants to come to the center. So if a kick's coming towards the groin, your leg will naturally defend it, you know, because of the way it's pointing, right? So there's a few reasons for that. Mass direction, but also natural protection. So first, let's get that dialed in. Let's keep going. So the feeling, keep going, just keep going, and I'll kind of talk you through some stuff. The feeling you want to feel, you don't want to feel like the thighs or hips or upper back are pressing. You want to feel that the spine is upright, yeah? So that the sense in the body should be an uprightness of the spine and not a supporting force towards the contact or to him, yeah? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to catch all that. You want to notice, okay, is my body pressing forward in any place? And if it is, then you use that as a trigger or a reminder to center and release. So we center an intention to rise the quality of energy in our center, and then you sink and release through any parts that are pushing. So all forceful pieces are reminders to center and sink, right? So as you continue slowly through that, notice any unnecessary excessive pressure going that way, and then go this way. Centering your intention, good feeling quality, sinking and releasing. Your shirts have stayed in good quality, good nick. Hey, you hang them on the washing. You don't use a dryer. Hey, yeah.
Very rarely.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, they look pretty good. I used mine in a dryer. Fuck them. yeah. Stupid. Oh, well, Mel did, so I can blame her.
I mean, I might put them in the dryer on a low heat, like if they're 90% dry or something.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, because yours are pretty good. Like they're still looking sexy. Your ones.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just the guy in it that does it.
The old guy in it.
So that's the idea here, gents, is that you maintain. So now as we go to roll, so see how you're kind of starting the roll by going up and down. Make sure you're both consistently and constantly reaching forward to each other gently. So this is a cooperative exercise. So you both have, say, don't stop. So you keep that forward consistency, both of you, and use that forwardness to make the spin, as opposed to spinning. You get it? You want to use that pressure, because that's the whole concept, is that if Mark's coming through to hit me, for example, and he meets pressure, and let's just say he hasn't got enough power to crush right through, ultimately you'd just crush right through, right? Because your power would be great enough. But let's say there's a lot of force in the way, it would spin that while coming forward so that it would hit if it was released. Okay, so it's a forward projection that spins if necessary and hits when there's nothing in the way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, keep going. No, please. Bong sao. You're at the top. You should be in a bong sao. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Buttons are all right.
Yeah. That's all right. Yeah, so play with that for a minute, boys. So a couple of things to think about. Your stances are looking good. Any forward pressing from anywhere in the body, center and release, center and release. What that will do, so why do we do that, is so that any excessive tension points stop, they unblock. So let's just say T's too tight here, right? If he releases this, it unblocks it, hence his arm connects to his spine and hips better, right? So his structure unifies better due to the release of the tension points. So this is why we do this, in order to release blockages in the system which are disconnecting our structure. Okay, so keep going with this for 5 or so more minutes just to get a bit of depth with it. Let's start again, Han. Mr. Handman.
First one or second?
Second. First thing, get your stance right. Yeah, cool. Come back to you. Get the spine go up more. So from the crown and the chin go down. So not this, up at the crown. That's going to help you to release these. Yeah. Because at the moment you're kind of holding them up and back a little bit.
Yeah.
Let the spine go up, and you'll find that that gives the space for these to release. See, this already looks a lot better. Yeah. Whereas if you kind of do the wrong thing, like either go down or go like that, you'll find that you've got to hold them up like that. And that's not what you want at all. Because if you're doing this, then the direction is that way.
Yeah.
Right, so whereas if you're centering correctly, chin down, crown up, aim forward, yeah, release the shoulders, yeah. Now as I put pressure, yeah, feel how now they're coming forward.
Okay.
Which is what you want. You want the direction correct, right? And the stance sets that up. Good.
Yeah, exactly. We're finding the pressure against rather than forward focus.
And that's where he was getting sort of shot on. I'm getting sort of, what is that? Because we're both holding each other.
You know, I was
Freeze there.
in shoulder and you'll
What's the deal with you? You have like,
Yeah.
what's the deal with that?
I don't know. Just complete. I don't know. Feels-
Okay, come back a step. Come right to the beginning. Right back to the beginning. Like I was just looking at other things that I saw, but I think, yeah, freeze.
it must have been forward because I didn't notice it. As soon as we start changing,
I'm just wondering why you do that.
I don't know.
Like you kind of close your hands like this, and it's like, there's like a link of tension going up through the arm because of it. So I feel like the major improvement you can think about is just the spreading palm. Like if you let your hand open up, like this. So if you feel my hand as it is, right?
Yeah.
And then just maybe with both hands, yeah, both hands. Just try to feel into my structure, like just feeling what's happening inside my art, right? And now the difference, if I expand it open, and now feel it, yeah?
It's more, you spread the force.
That's right. Yeah, at the moment I feel like the hands are the biggest problem
Okay.
for you.
Yeah.
Spine and hands, meaning there's a little bit of this happening, like almost as though it's like you're sitting on a chair at the lower part of your spine. Like when when you sit in a chair and then the curve in your back kind of disappears.
Yeah.
It should be more like a lengthening feeling as opposed to a. If I exaggerate, it's like you're doing this.
Well, I think it's more like the rotation is like this. There was once where there was a session where you said it's like a center ball. That's all. I'm trying to focus on that ball, that spinning ball.
Oh, when you're doing chump Q, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. But I'm talking about just
general posture.
the posture that you should be rotating. So I mean, there should still be this while you turn.
Sure.
Yeah?
Okay.
So there's still the upness doesn't. The Sil Lim Tau state doesn't turn off now that you're doing chump Q.
Yeah.
It's moved into chump Q.
Okay.
Yeah. So you still feel nice and upright, sinking, targeting. The state and the structure of Sil Lim Tau stays, and now you're moving it. You know what I mean? It's not like you build the house and now you're just going to go change houses now. You know, you keep the house. So, first thing, chin down, spine up as thing to focus on. Yes, this part of the spine does move in there. Good. Next part, I think it's just so keep that up or uprightness. Next part is I think all of your hand positions needs to open. I want you to. Yes, you can start letting them be spaced. That's fine, but ultimately they work together. See how it's like expanded and open because you're closing it all in so unnecessarily. It looks like you're kind of giving me something to attack, whereas it should feel like an open pathway like this. Yeah. So I want you to feel like this, like this, like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would just get you to focus on that in your Sil Lim Tau and your chump Q. Once your hands feel open, so like in Tan Sao, even in Wu Sao, see how my hands very open. Like it's like imagine every joint is expanding, right? Every joint is expanding, but they're still working in the right direction. Yeah, and even with the Hun Sao, Wu Sao, even Fuk Sao, see how it's still lengthening and opening, like it's not closing. So even Fuk Sao, Bong Sao, Gan Sao, everything, the whole Sil Lim Tau and the whole chump Q, keep the hands open, keep the spine upright. Once those are dialed in, then I'll fix a few other things. Deal?
Deal. All right. Thanks
Deal.
for that.
Yeah, so keep that on while you do Tum Q the whole time, just the spine in the hands, and then jump in with the looks out of these guys. Cool? All right. I'm doing it towards your back, so you're like you remember the dentist guy? Yeah. You're the dentist of the crew.
Appreciate that.
That's all right.
This is such a good exercise because it really does. You really have to focus on engaging both left and right.
Yes, so solving that problem for you, yes.
Yeah. Because it's so easy sometimes you forget about one of them.
Yes, and you become aware straight away.
And you become aware because you think, oh, well, hang on, that one I'm pushing down or I'm not pushing straight.
Yeah.
But by doing this, it really does, especially slow like this, it focuses you on both hands.
Yeah, for sure. So you got that benefit. Okay, now I'm aware of both hands. Great. The other benefit is that you can catch every tiny little unnecessary tension or misdirection. If you're going up, you're going down, you're going left, you're going right, or you're tightening here or there or there. When you're sparring, there's not enough time to catch it. You know, bah, 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 bah. You know, it's like you don't notice that I'm tense here or I'm turning off my left hand because you might get the punch through and hit their balance, but not notice this side's off. But here, yeah, you catch it all. Yeah, that's why slow is like a huge kind of principle of Kung Fu training. Slow training. So keep going, looks good, the shape's looking good, stance is quite good, nice and upright. I want to get a little bit more of a sense of opening through here, through this piece, because I feel like the, show what I mean?
That's where I do probably catch a lot of tension just generally.
Yeah, that's right. So if I put a bit of pressure on you, if I start to increase the pressure slightly, notice it catching around the chest and the upper back. Can you feel that?
I can feel it.
Yeah,
taking off my
it's
balance.
hitting you, that's right. So what's happening is we're lacking the sense of rise through here to here. So your posture is actually quite good, but this part isn't opening, right? And because that's not opening, this part's locking towards it, right? So what I mean is as the pressure comes in towards that area, because there's not a sense of expansion around the kind of mid-spine, then it goes the other way. Feel that pulls towards your spine. Feel that pressure? Yeah. So what you want to do is, first things first, highest intent. So you go, okay, the joy of my family, or just so the mind softens, right? And then when you softly draw up from the base, you want to track that up through the belly, up through, yeah, I feel it coming up through the chest. Yeah, now as I put pressure on, feel how it's not attacking that as much, right? As I put pressure on you, because now this area from the center is expanding. So no longer is it collapsing. Now, if you take that out and stop doing the rise and just go back to kind of how you kind of subconsciously notice it catching again. Yeah, so the problem I'm seeing in your structure is that the chest, upper back, and shoulders are locking towards the spine as opposed to releasing away from the spine. So if we come back to it and you feel the difference.
And I have an issue in general life of the mid-thoracic up. My vertebrae, that's where I hold tension and
Yeah.
that's where they lock. If I go to my osteo, that's where he's got to crack it every time. And sometimes get to a point where I'm in so much pain, I've got to get to the osteo because I'm...
Gotcha, that's what it looks like.
So that is an issue that I've got just generally.
Gotcha. So
Probably sitting at a desk or...
yeah, physical postures, but you know, if I'm going to be direct with you, there's probably some suppressed emotional shit too. Because often people get locked up around here, because guys, as males, especially from our era, we've been taught to, like, we're only allowed to get angry and cry when at a funeral. And that's pretty much it. Outside of that, we're not allowed to have emotions, generally speaking, right? So often there can be suppression in this area, which leads to a tightness and a lockness. So that's my opinion. Take it or leave it. Yeah, so what am I getting at? Via the spiritual intention, you'll start to unlock stuff. Meaning the more you focus on the good feeling of your spiritual intention, the more you'll notice guilt, shame, fears, angers, worries come up. And you might be driving and all of a sudden you find yourself going, and that's fine, right? We're allowed to do that. We're humans, right? And that what you'll find alongside of the rise and release, meaning the opening of the spine and the relaxation of the muscles around it, you'll find the emotional releases speed that up. Yeah. So I mean that would be my 2 cents outside of the hall. When things come up, don't do the common thing which we do as males, which is suppress or repress. Like, I'm not going to feel that and have a drink, or I'm going to distract myself with some food. Let the emotion be there. So that's the whole surrender process. Have you read Letting Go yet?
No.
Okay, I think that's probably the biggest bang for buck with your skill development. I'm 100% certain would be that book, because it explains the surrender mechanism and how to release emotions that get caught up in our system. Yeah, and I've gone through a lot of it myself, so this is experiential. And in releasing guilt, fear, anger, frustration, shame, all the suppressed stuff, my powers just, multiplied 10x from that. Like I feel so much more powerful, so much more flowy, less tension. I was tense as fuck through here and through here, like my neck and upper back. Now it's free, it's loose. And it wasn't from chiro, osteo, physio, all of those things.
Acupuncture.
None of that, none of that. I did some of that because I was in pain, but it was when I let go of the emotions behind it that it left. Yeah, and it's quite common around that area. So let's come back to it. Let's look at it practically. So if we're rolling in Luxao, just going through it, and T starts to put pressure in towards you, start just reaching in towards him, and don't do the rise or anything, just kind of do it subconsciously. Yeah, you were doing the, I could see it, yeah. As he puts pressure in, just notice, okay, where is that tension catching? And that's due to the closing of this area. So if we look at it from a physical standpoint, the muscles are tightening up around this area, right? Yeah. So that's a physical standpoint. So we deal with it physically first. We softly draw up, we get a sense of rising through the spine, like a nice gentle opening, good feeling quality, and then let the sinking drop down through the neck and shoulders, sink down. Yeah. Now there's more of an expansion. So if T starts to put pressure in, you'll find that it doesn't affect you as much. You feel that? Yeah. And what do you feel? Yeah. It feels more powerful, right? You can put more pressure. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
man,
can
the
put more
structure
pressure
is
in now.
all-
Yeah, because now these are better connected through to the spine and hips, right? So you keep that sense of risenness. Okay, good.
So I feel like you're just holding back on me.
No, keep putting pressure on. Keep. Yeah, it feels like that. Of course, it feels like that because it's now not. Because this is an interesting problem. Can take a break
No,
for a
I'm
second.
using- I was
Now,
using-
I want to use a second layer of this problem now has come up to the surface. The first problem is the tension around the upper part of the spine, right? That's the first problem. Second thing that we discussed was, okay, we want to start to release emotions that might be linked to that. The third thing is your perception that force is power. Because you were like, oh, it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. That means you're used to that pressing back as a sense of power. Does that make, you see what I'm getting at? So if I just put like a mild pressure to you and you start to press back to me, notice the force that's resisting me. And often we equate that with power. But if you now just center yourself, which you just did quite well before, get that
I was
good.
trying to.
Yeah, do it better. Spine nice and tall. Good. Now sink down through. Sink. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Notice how now the feeling's different in your system, but it's coming down to your feet now. You feel that? Yeah. So the force is now coming through to your feet, but you don't have that pushing quality. Do you see the difference in experience there? So what you want to do is equate that effortless feeling with power, not the forceful feeling with power.
got it.
So that's the third piece of the problem. First one, okay, there's physical tension around the mid part of my back and spine. I need to release it. Okay, what's the solution? Softly draw up and make sure you get a sense of rise through because it feels like this area is kind of not as aware. Yeah, it's in a sensory experience.
right,
Yeah?
yeah.
When I do this though, feel how you can feel it a lot more because I'm helping you feel it, right? And then from this sense of rise, you go, okay, the love of my family, reason, whatever it is, you then sink and release. So you let everything drop down through. That will now come back on. This will activate the structure better. So now you've got a better connection from here through to here and here, right? Because this channel is opening up, right? So you keep that and you equate that sense now as you roll with power, yeah? Power should feel effortless like gravity. Gravity doesn't feel like it's forcing you constantly, it's just a constant power. Just like your structure and your mind are constant. Your structure and your mind are constant, right? Physical force isn't constant. It requires counter force and you know what I mean? Like if you try to push towards them again, right, you push, notice you've got to keep pushing, you know? And then if you release the push, you're like, oh shit, now I've got to push again. So it's on and off, it's counter force, right? But if you center in your intention, good feeling, rise nice and tall, sink down and sense your space, this structural power is constant. But that requires you to stay focused on it. To make it simple, good feeling rise, making sure that's coming up through the heart center, up to the crown, sinking down and releasing. Good feeling rise, spiritual intention rising up to the crown, sinking down and releasing. So then a simple image you can think of, Mark, is a fountain. The Mark fountain. And that's going to help this area, because if I was you, this would be the area that I'm working to release, just the upper body. You know? You're very coordinated, you've got good structure in the arms, but they lack the depth of power they would have if those blocks were released in here, and here. And the feeling will be, so I just want to jump in again so you can dial that feeling in. The feeling is more so, yeah, like this, you're already doing it, yeah. It's more like an expansion. Like you're letting, think of it like you're letting everything drop this way, like if, woof, like that, yeah? And you do that by making this tail go up to the crown, good feeling, and dropping down through that. Yeah, that. Feel how now when I put pressure in, it's rebounding off you. That's the feeling you're looking for. That sense of release and rebound. Again, yeah? That was quite good. You do that yourself. Do the exact same thing yourself. That nice, good feeling rise to the crown, from the tail to the crown. It's not a serious thing. It's a good thing, feeling good, and then just releasing and open that up. And as he puts pressure on, you'll feel like it's not coming in as much, and it's more going back to him. What do you feel?
Yeah, different this time.
Yeah. So that's the feeling you're looking for, yeah? Keep going with that. Your problem's a little different, actually. You push from the hips.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Your problem's different. Yeah. So stop it.
Yes, Sifu. Yes.
But it's the same equation. So if you come back to it, if you guys go back, so Mark's got a subtle pushingness from the upper body. You've got a subtle pushingness from the hips.
Yeah.
So it's the same equation. Rise and release that area. It's the same thing. There's nothing changed. It's just a lower area. Yeah. Mr. Handman, you gonna jump in? Who are you tagging out?
I don't know.
Who's jumping out for form?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You want to give the form or yeah, I'll go the form. Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Handman,
Good to see you, hon.
the drug dealer versus the dentist. Do you know why Mark's the dentist?
Why?
Have you seen that? Do you remember that toothpaste ad back in the day where the guy would stand like this, then he'd be brushing his teeth?
Oh,
Do you remember that?
yeah,
Because he doesn't show his face on television. Whenever we have cameras, I put it behind him so that he's the dentist.
Are you the dentist?
He's a wanted man. He's not an actual dentist. It's
Okay. I mean, was he in the ad?
I wasn't.
no. It's just because he's not on because he's not going on camera.
He
That's
might
why.
be the bigger person when he was younger.
No,
Like,
yeah.
Maybe.
Keep working on that, Mark. So earth, tail, crown, good feeling. Yeah, that's the foundation. You've got to have that to release. Think of it. If you don't create the space in your vertebra, in your spine to kind of release from, there's no space for this to open up. You get it? So that's why it must be done before you try to relax.
Forward.
Does that make sense? Cool. Have you guys watched He-Man yet?
No.
It's good.
Is it a big hit?
No one really. I mean, there are.
How about
No. Yeah. But the main actor's not like someone you'd recognize, you know. Drop the shoulders, bro. Spine tall. You're holding your shoulders up unnecessarily. To you, man. See, it's good. It reveals your weaknesses when you go slow. So that tension shows that there's too much efforting in the shoulder. As you rise the spine up and release, that'll ease out more. Soft Tai Gong hard, so just a gentle Tai Gong. Yeah, that's better. You feel that connects down to your legs better or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it just looked like you weren't centered. To your left foot.
I'm feeling on my left more than my right as well.
Interesting. To you, man. deepen your breath a bit. Breathe. Your belly's a little tense. You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do that. So let it relax. Yeah. So just go double your stance. Just let your stomach relax. It feels like you're pulling your abs in a little bit. Are you doing that?
Yeah, I do now and then. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like
Is that
yeah.
to impress the chicks, bro?
Probably why I
Yeah.
got a pack because I'm always tensing it. Yeah.
So breathe into my hands. Like let the belly go out. Deeper. Like breathe in. Put your hands on my stomach.
Oh.
And that, so use like this. Like this. I want you to feel this.
Hey.
Okay?
Okay.
Just breathe deep. Through the nose. Here we go. Good. Relax the shoulders, relax the chest. So not here. That down here. Yeah? Better? Good. Now the sides? No. See, you're going to your chest. You feel that? You're doing this. You're going. So your breath is potentiating stress in your system. You're using stressful breath. Think about it, like when. Not that. Here. I want you to start practicing. See, you kind of tense these a bit.
Yeah.
It's not no need. Like, feel here. Like, there's like you're like this. You feel that?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should be like this. Off. Yeah, you're holding tension there. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Who cares why?
Yeah. 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 Okay.
What matters is, okay, I center and I breathe. See how the chest is. So watch my shoulders, right?
Hey. Yeah.
Now watch my shoulders. So this is a no.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
it's shallow breath, right? We want to start just calming down your nervous system through breathing, right? I don't often suggest this, but for you, I'm suggesting it because I was just watching your breath and where you're carrying tension. Comes more up here, yeah? And the chest was opening up and closing. So here now, yeah? So you can even put your hand here and go. You can even kind of let your belly go out and in on purpose, yeah, just to get a good feeling. It's not to say that you're breathing into your belly, you're not. You're breathing towards the diaphragm and the lower part of the lungs, right? Yeah,
Wow, I'm finding that challenging to.
because it's different. Your body's used to breathing shallow. We need to improve your breath. I've got a good exercise I'll go through with you later, but for now, just so what you can do, I'll just explain it to you now. You can put your hand on your belly, breathe into it, right? 5 times. And you're still stance on, so which is good. Then you can put your hands on your sides. So do 5 here, and then 5 here. And you want to, but I'm going to tell you what to do, then you do it after I tell you, yeah? So I'm going to go teach them. So then you breathe 5 here, where you want the sides to go. So put your hands on the sides for here, yeah? So on my sides, yeah? So, yeah, and then to the back. So you can put the hand on the back, yeah? And you want to, 5 there. So you do 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, in and out through the nose, slowly at about 60 to 70%. So forceless, effortless breathing deep into the diaphragm, towards the diaphragm. The hands on there are just like will help you awaken that area through what we call that proprioception, meaning your touch activates the sense of it. Yeah, you naturally hold tension here unnecessarily. Feel that? It's like you're tensing your abs constantly. It's like you're worried you're going to get gut punched.
Yeah.
So this is better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, you want everything to loosen and release. You're trying to encourage the flow of energy through your system and release tension. So, I suggest it's simple. 5, 5, 5. That should take you a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So just put that into your training. You know, I think that's going to speed up the release of tension in your system, just through calming the nervous system, number one, but also taking out that unnecessary tension around the belly. Yeah. So if we come up into like contact, and you tense the belly on purpose, like do like your abs are slightly tight. Notice how that I can attack that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Straight away.
Just because there's force there that I can connect to. Whereas if you do that deep breath into the belly, let the belly release. Yeah, already. If you have that same attack, it translates through that area. Yeah. So yeah, I was just looking at the side, I was looking at your breath, I could see the
Feel
tension
that
there.
going down to my feet.
Yeah, that's right. Any tension restricts that ability to absorb. Make sense? Yeah, so I'd actually work on the breath now consciously for a while. Forget about your form for a minute. I think this will give you more bang for your buck because this is releasing tension is the game. Physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally, right? And right now, the way you're breathing and holding your body is kind of in an unnecessary state of tension. It's low level tension, but it's still tension the same, okay? So I'd work on that. Cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe keep it, but because it's a, yeah, because
We've got it. Yeah, I know it's really hard.
Reading Letting Go is going to be huge for you, bro. Get the audio book as well if you want. Do you do audio books, Mark?
I haven't before, no.
Okay. They're good just because you can do it while you're driving and shit, you know, while you're in between stuff. You prefer physical books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read a Kobo, so it's like a Kindle.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Bro, it'll be huge for you. Whatever, you'll release some shit and then you'll be like, holy fuck that. And you'll forget, the pain will go that you've been having recurring. It will go and then you'll forget that it's gone because it's not there. You know, when something's gone, you don't remember it, right? So you're going to let go of something, whatever it is. This is going to open up. You're going to forget the pain's gone and it'll be the best $20 you ever spent.
$20.
I've
Let it go.
It's
You've already got
I
it.
just haven't read it.
Just sitting there.
It's just sitting there in my,
He's
in my
let-
list of things to read.
He let go of reading it. I'm just following instructions.
Letting go of this book.
Can I jump in there for a sec? I just want to test something. Okay, yeah. So, watch this. Yeah. Your block right now is just here. Yeah. So, what a tool I want to give you just to play around with is first things first. Taigong, you can relax this one. Spine tall, crown up, drop the chin slightly. Yeah. Now, what I want you to do is let this whole area drop and connect the elbow to the hip and think of the elbow coming from the hip this way. I want to take your mind out of this, is what I'm trying to say, so that the feeling will be less, because what's happening is the shoulder's slightly pushing on this angle, like this way.
Yeah.
So, like that. So then you can attack that. Right? You hear that? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So rather than that, if you can center and let that drop down and think of it like the elbow coming through the hip. Now, if you try to attack that, you feel it's quite robust, yeah? Because this isn't pushing this way anymore, yeah? The elbow's arcing into the power plane, yeah? And I'm just using this as a tool for you. So spine tall, drop everything down, elbow from hip, elbow here. It's like the projection's this. I want to take your focus out of this because this is doing that, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, so this should do this. But I want you to focus on this as a way to kind of replace your attention there, yeah? So if the hit, yeah, like that, yeah. Yeah, that actually feels quite robust, yeah. Let's see if Mark feels it. So, go back to rolling. So do the first thing where you're kind of pressing across that line and roll a few times. And just notice the experience in your body. And Mark, you can start to expand a bit towards him. So just like reach both hands at him, yeah, as we roll. So reach. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, and even reach more like you're trying to kind of go into his center here. I want you to try to put some real pressure on him, yeah? Yeah, good. Put some more pressure on him, yeah? And feel out. Yeah, you feel how that feels? Okay, good. Now, keep rolling. Tight gong, spine tall. Let the spine be nice and open. Everything comes from centering. Everything comes from here. This nervous system, the supporting structure of the vertebra, the energetic meridian, the central meridian, the energetic centers, physical, emotional. This is the control center. This is the general. This is the, when you the airport, what's the control tower? That's it. Now, as you maintain that, let this drop and think more this here, yeah? Keep this connecting through to the elbow into the power plane so that this releases out. So this no longer is active towards the center. Yeah, this is better, good. This feeling, yeah? This is the feeling. Keep that on. Now start putting more pressure in, Mark, and maintain that, Mr. Handman. Keep putting more and more pressure, Marky Mark. How's that feel, hon?
This is collapsing more, right?
You don't want that to collapse. You still want to maintain that targeted.
Your futsal does have more forward pressure.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good sign. Yeah,
So there's a lot more forward pressure.
yeah. It should be. It's this. The suggestion I'm giving to you is this to this, because you already know how to relax this. I mean, you've already built quite a good connection structurally, but the problem is it's activating against your will.
It collapses here.
Well, this area is pressing this way to try and stop the incoming force. We want it to actually release, so it's actually going this way. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So by giving you this cue of hip to elbow,
Yeah.
it just takes the attention out of here.
Oh, I see.
You see what I mean?
Okay.
So that you can actually get the direction correct. Because of this coming this way, it weakens the structure.
Oh.
Because this is going in a different direction to the actual structure itself. As you release it down towards here, see it's feeding the structure now. Because it's releasing into the structure as opposed to pushing outside of the structure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was doing that. Right?
Yeah, so rather than me pushing this way, just because there's pressure here, so this muscle thinks it needs to push that way, right? But rather than that, it needs to release down to my elbow, yeah? It releases down this way, so now if you try to come through, you feel that's getting, the force coming through goes to here, as opposed to me fighting at that point, like this line. So I'm not fighting this line,
Okay.
I'm releasing down to my elbow, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can think of it simply. You always want the movement, the pressure, working within your own system. So the spine goes up, the movement goes through your own arm. Because if the movement is through your body, so if you think of like water moving through Mark's arm and you put pressure on it, then that pressure that you put on it will feed that line. Because the movement is that. This is the movement, right? As opposed to him pushing that way, right? So now it's feeding out of his line. So the way you stand like this and let everything relax is like that's the line of pressure, so to speak.
Also, if you tilt too much, then the angle shoots away.
Yeah, because then the internal movement isn't supporting the structure.
Okay.
So if Mark, if Mark presses this way on purpose, right? See how this isn't supporting his structure, so his structure is actually weaker. Whereas if he just drops his shoulder, just completely drop it and let go, just let go completely, and now target the elbow towards me. Now as I put pressure into his arm, it feeds into the direction of the movement within his own arm.
I see.
Because it's going this way.
Yeah.
Where if he starts pushing out that way again, you just notice that you just get straight away get
And
weaker.
the whole thing just locks up too.
Exactly. So that's a subtle problem for you. It's right in here, right? So the way, once again, let's go back to it. The way we alleviate that problem is firstly center. You've already got a good sense of your whole space because you can get a good springiness to the floor naturally, or now that you've been training for a while. So the game isn't so much about connecting the structure up. It's about getting your body to perform correctly. Yeah, meaning so that this isn't going the wrong way. And this cue, I think, will be a good way for you. Yeah, so that it's thinking, okay, from the legs through the elbow to the spine. So it's this line, yeah, this line, as opposed to this line. Yeah. So work on that. Yeah.
Can we just do one-handed?
That's the biggest hole for you right now. Is that subtle pressing? It's like you're pressing towards the power plane. Like it's like this guy is pressing towards the power plane, as opposed to funneling to the end of the power plane. You get the difference?
But I think I feel as if I'm trying to do this. Like that's
Yeah, don't do that.
yeah, to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good key.
Yeah.
I know what you mean though, because you're having to arc in, aren't you?
Arc in, yeah.
Yeah.
But not with the shoulder.
Yeah, often the problem is the direction of where the arc's going. So for example, Mark's arcing towards the power plane, so towards this line, as opposed to the end of the power plane, towards that point. You get what I'm saying? And you'll feel that. Arc towards this point here, like towards my hand, and then you feel that tightens up. Because you're thinking, okay, here's the attack, I want to stop that, I
Yeah,
press
I'm
here.
arcing too
But-
early.
Yeah, well, It's more so about where you end. Yeah, that. Yeah,
I
that.
can see the difference.
Yeah, that one. The last one, you get it. You get it, yeah.
Because rather than trying to arc and do it here, you've got to be doing it into the end.
To the end point, yeah. So it's very much the trajectory, not so much the initial direction that's important. It's the whole, where are you eventually ending up at? Yeah, let's keep going. So simply put, arc to the end of the power plane. Have you seen He-Man? This is T-Man. My childhood hero. Did you guys watch He-Man when you were younger? Oh, yeah, that's a yes. That's a yes. Oh, yeah. You got your whole collection at home, don't you? he calls his house Castle Grayskull. How's the breath stuff?
Yeah, getting there. It's getting there.
How did it feel? Any observations or?
Yeah, so when I did the breath work and then just went straight into form, I noticed I was putting a lot of where that was going into my legs and my knees.
Yeah,
For some
so
reason.
yeah, for sure. So think about it.
Yeah.
You can think about it quite logically. If you're holding tension here, right, then it's actually held up in space. As you release it, the weight starts to travel down.
Yeah.
So you're no longer holding it up. So you'll feel the weight down to your legs. So that's a good sign.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and then because after the form, I was like, man, why are my knees so? Like, should I feel like this?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to feel the deeper you relax, the heavier you'll start to feel. You'll start to feel heavier. Your feet will start getting, oh wow, there's like a real pressure there. My feet are sort of, good. That's a good sign. First you feel heavier, then you feel lighter. Why? Because first you release all the tension in your system. So it's like you start to notice that weight being carried through the lower pieces. So the legs start to carry the upper body weight. Then as the legs start to release, it goes down to the feet. And then what happens is you start to transition your focus to the etheric body, the energy body. And then you start to feel lighter because you're more identified with that non-physical part, not the heavy physical part. So often I've noticed the experiential sequence for people is heavy to light. And that's pretty much why, is because the muscles start to relax and you get it. Cool.
The other observation I got was in my first 3 toes, they went numb. And was it because all the weight, maybe was I leaning too far on
Your
that
left
side?
foot, which one? So the big to the middle?
Yeah, these 3 here just went numb.
Interesting.
Only,
And it hasn't happened before?
no. It wasn't because I wasn't balanced properly. Was I trying to
I don't
balance
know.
on one side?
I don't know.
But it was all the weight was here, and then all of a sudden I bit of numb because I was like, hey, what?
Interesting. No, I'm not sure.
Just-
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
Maybe it's just my stance I was on.
Yeah, could be some blockage somewhere, who knows. Just keep going. I don't think they'll stay around long.
Awesome.
Stance is looking better. Come back a step, do it again. Okay, so this angle changes as you come down. It does this.
Oh.
Yeah, so come forward, come forward, come forward, come forward, come forward, come forward, because this is the blade, yeah, of the Chit-Sao. Yeah, you were staying here so that your fingers were the actual driving point. It's the elbow to fingertip, which is the driving point. This is the blade of the Chit-Sao. Yeah, yeah, not. That's a different movement. Yeah, yeah. So you see how that angle changes. The wrist turns towards you as it comes down and forward, so that this gets accentuated as the blade. Yeah, you feel the difference? You can feel this
massive,
activates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
massive. Yeah.
Good. Next. First, it comes here. So it comes here. Yeah. And then, yeah, keep going. No, keep going. Keep to a straightened arm at about chin to throat height. Not locked, just straight.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
cool. Yeah, so full extension. So you're used to punching to the full extension, yeah? Spine tall, drop the shoulder, Mark. So this is you, this is you. Don't need to do that, yeah?
My
Excessive.
locked shoulders and
Your released shoulders and supple muscles. Yeah.
Feeling you up.
Don't get jealous, bro.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah.
He's a dentist, he's used to it.
I don't know how no one's ever accused me of having a relaxed upper body.
Hey?
If I go to a masseuse or something, I don't think, oh my God, what have you been doing? You know, it's,
I'm pointing you in the right, let's just say I'm pointing you in the right direction.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been tense in that upper
You're
body
getting looser and looser every day. Every day in every way, you're getting more and more relaxed. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the starting point.
I do
Have to go.
go at 10:30, 8 minutes, so I might practice a little bit of form. If
Yeah,
it's
go
right.
for it now, of course. Yeah, that was good, solid looks out session for you. You did like 50 minutes of looks out. That's good. I'm sure you're aware of a lot of points there to release now.
Lot
Yeah,
there.
yeah, go for it. Malaysian, right? You're Malaysian. You're Malaysian?
I'm Malaysian.
Yeah. What did the Malaysians say to the Maori?
We've never been here. Who are you? It's too far to go. It's too far to go.
Where you from, bro? No one's ever accused me of being relaxed. That's an interesting way of putting it. I know what you mean. I get it. What I'm suggesting is that you delete that. Like, yes, you have, but now moving forward, you're released. Yeah. Start thinking
work on it.
think in that direction. You know, Tony Robbins is big on that and using like repetition. Like, did you hear about that story of when he was going to get a bus back home, which is like a 2-hour walk, but the buses were on strike, so we had to run home, and then the whole time we ran home, he was just yelling, "Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better." He did that for like 2 hours. Now look at him.
Next start. Have you seen him live?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yeah, I don't know what I told you, but I was dating the old marketing manager of the company that brought them in.
Oh wow.
And so I got diamond tickets right up front for his 2-day weekend thing. It's pretty good. Like, I'm talking like 20 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
Something like that. But
Yeah, he's big on that. He's big on like,
more than 20-something years.
yeah, neuro-linguistic programming. He was
Yeah.
a specialist in that,
Yeah.
and it's basically just
Shallow
speak.
Hal.
Sorry,
Shallow Hal.
I can't
He was
remember
in
that.
the movie.
Oh, that's right.
And he
Yeah.
Makes him see the women for their personality.
Yeah, that's right.
Not
Yeah,
for their
I want to rewatch that. Yeah, I want to rewatch that. Yeah, for sure. So he's huge on that whole speaking towards,
Yeah.
because we want that to release. Like that's
He's very much set goals, self-talk, all that sort of stuff. I also saw through the same girl that I was dating. I was just friends with her afterwards. But Deepak Chopra. I went to Deepak Chopra back in those days as well. Do you know him? And he is very much about intention. And I'm a big believer in intention. If you have an intention for something, it directs your own actions, but it also directs the universe to help you achieve
right.
whatever that intention is.
That's right.
So I'm a big believer intention is
100%.
key.
100%. Yeah.
Like if you've got an intention for something,
Yeah. It's huge.
you will
Yeah.
be more likely to see those opportunities, and
Yes.
those opportunities are more likely to present themselves.
100%. Yeah, because it's like you've opened up the radars to see those opportunities.
Yeah.
A simple example I think of is like you're about to buy a certain car, and you start to see it everywhere. You know, it's like
Exactly.
yeah, it's
So
like it's
that's
opened up.
actually a marketing term. It's called selective attention.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
selective attention.
Yeah, so if you have an intention for something, you
Yeah.
start to see the opportunities and
Yeah.
fold the opportunities towards you.
Yeah.
That's actually the map of consciousness is also known as the map of intention, meaning wherever you put yourself or aim to on that level of intention, it starts to bring towards you that feeling, but also the benefits that come with it, because you're already getting into the state which attracts that to you, so to speak. So yeah, it's
These tickets, by the way, like I got to see more for free, and other ones as well. But
it's nice.
The
Good choice of girlfriend.
Tony Robbins one, that was $4,000 a ticket back then, like 20-something years ago,
Damn.
because you're right in front.
Yeah, wow.
But yeah, good weekend.
Yeah, for
A
sure.
mate that just happened to be going, a good mate that just happened to be going, but he'd booked the tickets months and months ago, and he paid the full
right.
amount. I think his business partner paid $8,000 for something else in addition. But all of a sudden I rock up and
He's like,
I said, "Oh, I'll go to this thing." He goes, "I'm going to it as well."
That's so cool.
I'm not paying a cent.
I should date your girlfriend, he's probably thinking.
rules and go, no, the treaty, or as we call it, the 50 was, they went, oh, well, it's been over 100 years, let's get rid of it.
Yeah. Colonization.
Yeah, that would have, and that's where, I don't know if you saw the news of this young Māori girl, she was only 25, new in the politician, grabbed the new document that was trying to bring to Parliament, in the middle of Parliament, like, literally, ripped it in front of them, and yeah, but she, pretty good. You're allowed to have X amount percentage representation. Correct. Yeah, not like that. Showing fish. He's gone. Sad. The fact that they can't even have a say.
They pretend that he is a reality.
So keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Pay attention to your body. Notice where it's trying to press towards him. You should never feel like you're pushing your body forward at all. You should always feel like you're balanced on the spot and releasing down. Balanced, releasing. Balanced, releasing, yeah? Your natural tendency is to push the hips at the moment. We need to make you more aware of that, yeah? So consciously push your hips forward slightly, just ever so slightly push them, and notice that. And now in your mind, you know, like put the big red cross and say, no, that's not the feeling. Yeah, earth, towel, crown, rising, releasing down, 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 down. That's more the feeling, yeah? Still a subtle push from the hips. Take your hands away hard. Yeah, oh, not too bad, yeah. Let it all fully release, yeah? If you ever feel there's a pushiness, just release, yeah? And that's why you'll sometimes see that you do like this. Yeah, because the body's just pushing, so it's not balanced. Because if this happened, that means you're targeted, right? You're just moving towards it. Pushing, usually there'll be this kind of joltingness, yeah.
I'm wondering why you're so loose. Lucy.
All right, bring it in, folks. Do we have any questions or observations before we finish up today?